The Boeing 787, with its innovations and technology advancement, might send Airbus A350 off the market soon. The duo is both wide-bodied aircraft. As the saying goes, there can only be one king ruler in a kingdom. In this video, I'll be sharing with you why the new Boeing 787 is an A350 killer. Let's find out. But before then, kindly subscribe to the channel for more aviation on the channel to stay content, and turn on the notification bell button to stay updated on more info and the latest news to come, and also ensure you like this video. Although the past 10 years has been full of trials for Boeing 787 Dreamliner, the future is quite promising. Well, it's no doubt that Boeing 787 Dreamliner and the Airbus A350 are taking the aviation world by an incredible storm. Airliners can't get enough of these duo fuel-efficient aircraft to fly some of their longest routes, and airline passengers also can't seem to get enough of these two aircraft either. These aircraft, Boeing 787 and Airbus A350, are both about the same size, 200 feet long with a seating capacity of around 300 passengers, depending on the variant. The 787 and A350 are the first large commercial aircraft to be constructed extensively from carbon fiber reinforced polymer, CFRP. This CFRP is more durable as it doesn't corrode to the same extent as traditional aluminum used in older planes, translating into lower maintenance costs for airlines. The use of CFRP and other composites help the A350 and the 787 to be lighter than their predecessors. This, combined with unparalleled engine efficiency, makes the overall cost of flying cheaper than before. The newer engines on both the A350 and 787 provide up to 25% improved fuel efficiency and 15% less CO2 compared to older generations. The aircraft are both much lighter than the predecessors because they are made of composite materials instead of heavier aluminum. But that's where the similarities of these two aircraft might seem to end for now. According to reports, Boeing is working on a high gross weight HGW variant of the 787-10. As the name suggests, changes will allow the aircraft to have a higher takeoff weight, carrying more fuel for extended operations. Dubbed the 787-10ER for now, this could see up to 1,000 nm added to the range. The present 787-10 offers a range of 6,430 nm, or 7,400 miles, and seating for 330 to 440 passengers. Meanwhile, the A350-900 sees the same figure, up to 440, but can fly journeys as long as 8,100 nm, or 9,320 miles. This significant range difference means the 787-10 has been restricted to regional or select long-haul routes, while ultra-long-haul flights are simply not possible. However, all of that could be about to change with the new update Boeing is about to make on its aircraft. Though the idea of Boeing to update the 787-10ER isn't new, no doubt the improvement will be a substantial challenge to Airbus A350. While the improvement of the Boeing 787-10ER won't be only a challenge to the A350, it is also considered that it will replace its predecessor, like the Boeing 777-8, which has not had a significant breakthrough in years. The interior of the 787 Dreamliner has an interpretation of Ethernet, avionics full duplex switched Ethernet, which transmits data between the flight deck and aircraft systems. The width of the 787 cabins is 5.5 meters. The aircraft uses around 80% composite, including components like aluminum, titanium, and other materials. Some distinct external features of the 787 are smooth lower nose, curved wings, chevrons, etc., which make it more fuel efficient and contrasting. It is also important to note that the 787 uses a fly-by-wire control system. The cockpit of the Boeing 787 differs significantly from any other Boeing aircraft. Its classic yoke remained, however. The windows of the 787 are also considered to be one of the largest windows among civilian aircraft. The Boeing 787 was one of the major factors for the demise of the Boeing 747S and Airbus A380S. Boeing is notable for creating ER versions of its existing aircraft to outdo its existing aircraft and set a tremendous gap between its ER version and its contenders in the industry. This is one winning formula Boeing has used for decades. Some notable Boeing ER versions that saw tremendous huge sales were the 767-300ER and 777-300ER, which boosted not only the sales of its existing planes, it also extended their longevity. Introducing the Boeing 787-10ER to the aviation industry will no doubt send Airbus A350 to the back end, while it takes more demands. Presently, around 60-plus operators fly the Dreamliner across 1,000-plus routes around the globe. An introduction of the ER will double the aforementioned number. The Boeing 787-10 offers a range of 6,430 nm or 7,400 miles and seating for 330 to 440 passengers. Meanwhile, the Airbus A350-900 seats the same figure as its counterpart with up to 440, but can fly journeys as long as 8,100 nm or 9,320 miles. Airbus has three variants for its A350. The first, which is A350-900, which directly takes on Boeing's 777-200ER, and which is meant to replace Airbus's A330-300. It uses Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines, generating 84,000 pounds of thrust each. The second variant is the A350-800 XWB, which is meant to compete directly with Boeing's 787-9 Dreamliner and only secondarily with the 787-8. The A350-800 XWB will also replace the A330-200. It also flies with Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines, providing 74,000 pounds of thrust each. Last is the Airbus A350-1000XB, which is designed to take on the 777-300ER and replace Airbus's A340-600. It seats 350 passengers in a three-class configuration and uses the same engines as the A350-900. It can fly 8,400 nautical miles. Though Boeing isn't releasing in-depth technical details of this project yet, with the proposed ER, we can't expect less from the proposed aircraft. The proposed version of the 787-10 could allow several operators in the Trans-Pacific market to replace their aging Boeing 777 fleets, which can be for the case of airlines such as United, Air Canada, and Korean Air. This proposed Boeing new model could be a great option to replace part of their 777-200ER and 777-200LR fleets without adding a new group of pilots. It could also be in the spotlight for new buyers. The proposed Boeing 787-10 with extended range could allow replacement of the 777-200ER with the same range, as up to 42 additional seats and over 25% better fuel efficiency, with even a greater payload advantage over the Airbus A350-900, along with 19 more seats, a 2% lower trip, and 8% lower cost per seat. Also, it could achieve 60 more seats, over 20% more payload, and the same range as the A330-900neo, with a 17% lower operating cost. Kindly subscribe to the channel to stay updated on more aviation content and also ensure you like this video. Presently, Boeing 787-9 competes against the Airbus A350-900, A330-900, and its A330-800, although the latter has been a sales failure. The big brother of the A330neo family offers greater seating capacity, but has a shorter range than the 787-9. This might even give the proposed Boeing ER an upper hand to send the Airbus A350 off to the back end and take the lead of orders. Although Airbus, through its A350-900, currently offers an ultra-long-range ULR version that increases the range to 9,700 nm or 20 flight hours, the proposed developments by Boeing with the 787-9 also is expected to generate major changes that could use a tremendous change in the era of ultra-long-range flights. Since entering into service, the Boeing 787 has enabled more than 320 new direct routes between city pairs, carried over 577 million airline passengers, completed over 2.8 million revenue flights. It's no doubt Boeing 787 has so far done a remarkable job by getting people where they wanted to go. Do you think the new Boeing 787 will outdo the Airbus A350? Let us know in the comments section. You could get your response pinned. Also, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel to stay updated on more aviation content.